Hey Jammers, and welcome back to a event hosted by Melanated Game Kitchen. I'm your host, Giselle Dugan, and I'm happy to be back for the Fall Game Jam. And if you guys are unfamiliar, welcome to the 9th Game Jam of the Culture Bytes series, and we're excited to have you back if you're back, and if you're new here, let me give you a rundown of what Culture Bytes actually is. So, Culture Bytes is an ongoing game jam series organized by Melanated Game Kitchen. Each of the Jam series is special. They're unique and interactive experiences under the context of the African diaspora over 1 to 2 weeks. The focus of this series is to create, a related experience to the African diaspora and to give us more time to create something without the pressure of usual game jams. Typically, we focus around foods and things that kind of unify us in the culture, and I think it's a really unique idea because we then get to talk about our culture and how the foods that we intake are so important. Now, what you guys are all waiting for, I think we'll talk about the Game Jam theme. The Game Jam theme for this is Winds of Change. Create a game that explores the concept of change and transition, out with the old, in with the new. Change is the only constant as time moves forwards. My personal motto myself, the birth of new things happens to push us forwards. The question is, what direction should things go and how should we influence this direction? So kind of circling back to our Jam series topic, we are surrounded by wonderful and delicious foods. So in addition to our main theme, here are the ingredients and main dish that you can use to spice up your projects. So, what do you guys think it is? Drum roll, please. The food dish is AJ's famous fried chicken. Fried chicken has always been a staple of soul food since its inception, but like all things, it changes over time. So whatever happens with that dish, there's so many different ways that you can cook it. Fry it, healthy ways, breads. I know your grandma probably has a recipe. So some tips to even have a special twist on the original. Healthy methods like no oil fried chicken or air fried chicken, something that doesn't involve greasy deep frying. For those vegetarians and vegans out there, alternative fake chicken like fried tofu nuggets, which are really good. I personally had it. Fried oyster mushrooms, cauliflower wings, basically any twist on this original dish would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for us to see. So, again, the theme is Winds of Change and the food is AJ's fried chicken with a twist. And for the ingredients we have selected, we have several that you can also add to your dish to spice it up. So, let's see. We have paprika, make your game spicy, surprising, or thought-provoking dialogue. So, any weird attention grabbers that you can think of would be incorporating paprika. We also have black pepper. Sometimes the original is best. Make a game that only uses one button or 2 mechanics. A simplistic game that rides on the idea of the classic recipe. Or takes place on one screen. So no screen scrolling or a big map, just a singular screen. And if you want to increase the sweetness of your game, we have the ingredient honey, which focuses on aesthetics, the coziness of it. Simple gameplay, but a unique aesthetics. So, if you're interested in adding a little sweetness instead of spice, honey could be your ingredient. Old Bay, finish line. Pick up a previous project or current project and finish it. I know, like me, I have a ton of projects that I have never got to do before, so hopefully Old Bay can be a way of rejuvenating those old passions that you may have and completing it for this game jam. It's really important that we have start to finish projects, and I know some of you guys have concepts that are maybe half-baked, so maybe Old Bay could be your secret ingredient for this jam. Polish a project with, animations, VFX, special effects, sound effects. Juice it up to take it to the next level. We would love to see some completed projects out there. Now, with all those beautiful ingredients, and I'll repeat them for you, we have Old Bay, finish an old project, honey, increase the sweetness of your game by focusing on aesthetics, black pepper, sometimes simplest is best, and paprika, make something spicy, thought-provoking, weird, attention-grabby. And our main dish is fried chicken. And you can also throw your twist on it, don't forget, and all surrounding the idea of Winds of Change. We love to see what you guys always make, so with these wonderful ingredients, we're gonna let you get to cooking. And before we let you go, here are a few tips for Game Jam success. Initially, try your best to decide on the ideas to focus within the first few days of the jam. Typically, these are your most crucial days. It'll be divvying up your work for the rest of the time. Maybe potentially designate a team member who'll be in charge of production so they can kind of move you guys along and make sure that you guys are paying attention to each sector as they come. Organizing tasks early is definitely better. Be sure to share your progress in the Melanated Game Kitchen server or a recording of gameplay. For example, I'm currently using OBS, so OBS is a wonderful tool that you can use. And check in with your team often. Don't suffer in silence. We also have a bunch of mentors on standby. We'll be posting the actual schedule for you to see in the Melanated Game Kitchen server and here in this video. So please make sure to utilize them. They're here for you guys and they want to make your project the best. So please take the pain and frustration out of the creative process and utilize what we have. There are no stupid questions, so please ask away either in the server or to your team or to mentors. Please don't hesitate to reach out. As a developer myself, please make sure to make your builds early in your progress so you can see what you've created, just in case something may go wrong. Because as they always say, everything that goes wrong probably will. So sometimes the game you create in an editor can just look different, so it's really cool to have earlier builds to maybe revert back to or just have references to. Utilize the mentors, utilize the Melanated Game Kitchen moderators, and if you have any questions or advice, please be sure to direct that to the Melanated Game Kitchen server. We have a beautiful Discord community with active people who are willing and ready to answer your questions, find team members, anything like that. And if this video was a lot, don't worry, we have all this information can be found on the Melanated Game Kitchen itch page or the Discord server like I mentioned, and the corresponding game for the jam. So please refer to these two resources to find your mentor schedules, work references, more YouTube video tutorials, basically anything that you may need. Again, that'll be found on the itch page or the Melanated Game Kitchen server. We wish you and your team good luck, and thanks to the Melanated Game Kitchen for making all of this possible. I'm glad to be your host in recorded form, Giselle, and I will be glad to see you guys and all of your games in a few weeks. Alright, bye-bye.